Alright, YouTube. I have a cup of water. I have some Himalayas sea salt. Pink Himalayas sea salt. And I have a big glass of nothing. So what I do is take three teaspoons. And this is the third one here. Pink Himalaya salt into this water, spring water. And I'll be right back to get rid of this. Okay, now we're going to stir. Just give it a good stir. Now I'm going to let whatever wants to settle to the bottom settle. And I'll be back at you when that happens. Okay. Now we're going to pour it into our big glass. We have a little tiny bit left, so we're going to add a little bit of water and mix this up again. Now whatever settles. Okay. And I'm going to dump it in the glass. Good enough. So that's our base. And you can tell that's really cloudy there. So now what I'm going to do is just rinse this out. Okay, I have added 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda to the spring water. Stir. And we're going to let everything, whatever's left over, settle to the bottom. Just like the salt. And I'll get back to you when that's done. Okay, once everything settles down there, it only takes a few seconds. You dump your pH water into your salt water. And you can see we have some baking soda at the bottom, so we're going to add more water. And stir. And we'll just see if anything wants to settle. Give it a couple seconds. Yeah, you can see there is just a little bit settled in there. Maybe you can't see that too good, but it's just a little bit. We're going to pour the rest in. Done. It's a pretty tall glass of water. You'll see my spoon is right there. So you want to use a nice glass container. And now that's going to start to break up fine particles, and you'll have a nice orange pink layer on the bottom. And you could, if you wanted to, just to make sure there's no settlement down there, give it a stir. Nice. You could use a wood spoon for this, or a silicone spoon. I'm just using a metal. A lot of people say don't use metal, but there is metals. I mean, there is a lot of minerals, and by using the energy in my hand going through the spoon, I am making contact with the water, whether it be love, energy, whatever it might be, is going into my fluids. And that's going to resonate with the Ormus that comes out in the end. Okay, so now you're done. And we're going to come back and check it once everything settles to the bottom. I'm going to leave this go probably overnight. And in the morning, I'll be back at you. And once this settles, it's hard to see in there. I know there's a little settlement at the bottom there already. But let's see if I can get in there. Kind of see that right there. A little settlement. See that settlement, guys? That is the Ormus taking form. That movement in the glass, see that? That's the Ormus. It's already taken action. And I'll get back to you when everything settles. Thanks for watching this part. Well, it's going to be one whole part, one video, so I'm not going to do part 1 and part 2. And I'll get back to you when it's just done. See, it's a nice and cloudy yet, this water. Starting to see some sediment down there, but it's going to take time. And since this is morning, by dinner time, it might be ready to start changing the water. You get the salt out. Now this here, after multiple times, I have tested the pH levels, and with the 2.5 teaspoons of baking soda, you're looking at I would say around a 9 in pH, and it's enough to get the good Ormus out. That's why I'm not using a pH meter. So we'll let this settle, and I'll get back to you guys on how to do the rest. So I have a pH strip. I'm just going to let that sit. That's already turning blue. I'm just going to let that sit here, and we'll get another reading on that. There we go, very nice blue on the bottom. And a light color green, that's about an 8.0 pH. Maybe a 9. It's probably a 9. But it's looking really good. The bottom's really dark. And according to my chart right here, you can see that the blue right here is a 8.5. And right here is a 9. So that's an 8.5, the green and the blue. Okay, it's already been past 15 seconds. Okay. You always add another teaspoon. If you want a darker pH, add another teaspoon to water, dump it in. Actually, no, yeah, it looks good right there. It's very dark bottom. Very good. Very good pH. It's plenty. I don't know if I could get in close enough, you could already see the Ormus on the bottom. See that layer of pink right there? That is the Ormus already forming on the bottom. See that? You can see that right there. That pink layer is your Ormus. And there, I want to show you here. There's still quite a bit of Ormus in there, so you still have a haze. This is going to be clear. And then you know you're almost done. Alright, YouTube, see how clear that is? Look at all the stuff on the bottom. Nice. So what I'm going to do now is drain this water down to here. I'll be right back. Okay, now I'm going to add more spring water, probably to about here. I'm going to double this amount to here. I'm going to shake it around in there and let it settle again. And we're going to let this Ormus settle again once I fill it up to here with some water, spring water.
I'm not going to go 8 hours without me.
Okay, so I let it fill up to that level, and I'm actually going to stir it a little bit. So I still see some sediment down there. Now we'll just let it settle, and then we're going to do one more rinse. Okay, it's been a little while, a few hours. Looks like everything is settled on the bottom again. And I'm going to change this water. Okay, so I just changed the water again. It's the second time. Now I'm going to let everything settle again. This time I'm going to take a sample of this water. I'm going to take a sip of it in my mouth, see if it's salty. Should be good to go. I'll get back to you once it settles. Okay, so I just took a sip of this, and it's kind of a little bit salty. So when we first started, I had water all the way up to here, So I drained that water, filled it up, and this is where we are now. This is the second time. The water I just dumped, so I'm going on my third rinse here, and it should be done after this. Okay, and I'm going to dump this water out and add more water, and we should be done. Now you can kind of see the stuff in there. It's been a little bit washed. It's a nice amount there for a nice glass. So I'm going to add some fresh water. It's nice and cloudy. I'm going to give it a taste test. Very good. No salt at all. No salt. This is ready to be drinking. It's ready to be drunk. We're done. And get yourself a glass, pour it in a glass, knock it down. That's the good stuff right there. That's the Ormus. Want some Ormus?
No.
I'm going to knock this down. So that's the final result. And that's, I'm going to drink this down. Thanks for watching. Well, it's all gone. I think there's still a drop in there. I'm not sure, but I think there's a drop in there. Not too bad, not too bad. I like it. I'm going to do more of this. There's no salt taste whatsoever. It's fast, it's easy. I mean, in my video, I was, let it sit overnight for the best results. It depends what time you're making it. If you're making it after dinner, let it sit overnight. If you're making it in the morning, by the time dinner comes, or before dinner, a little before dinner, should be done. Should be done with it. And thanks for watching.